picture of the idea and be like, well, the thought was good,
right?
You know, but in practice, we probably shouldn't have did this.
Yeah,
no. I'm just joking, YouTube. I know what I'm doing. The fish will be fine. So we're at the fish bowl because I got this project to do. What's up, man? It's finally cold in Houston,
right,
man. So what you got for me, man?
Yeah, so we can
let's check out this small stuff for this crazy project I'm fixing to do.
So right now I got a couple of the dwarf emerald reservoirs left in there.
Okay, fantastic.
So we can definitely do something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take all of them.
You can do some of those small little neon tetras.
All right,
all right. I got because of the weather, I got held back some of my stock.
Man.
So it slows us down, keeps the tanks empty, you know, but what can we do?
No, I can come to the fish bowl because even though it's slow, y'all still got what I need.
Got some stuff, yeah.
So yeah, let's do some of the neons.
Okay. How many are you looking for?
Give me a nice amount. I don't know, give me 10 of them.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good amount. So I'm gonna go with 10 of the neon. Yes, sir. Y'all, they about to go live the diva life.
Get some nice, and I'm gonna get some emeralds going for you.
All right, man. Yeah, I'll take those. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go slide over to the beta corner.
Okay.
And I'm also gonna take a look at some of the hardscape you got in here.
Okay. Sounds
all right.
Good.
Cool. So I'm about to go take a look at this hardscape real quick because I just need one little piece to tie this thing together, what I'm about to do. Y'all check this out. So check out the hardscape that I'm looking at over here. And it's woodstone rock and Black River pebble. I see some zebra stone and stuff in here too. But this is what caught my fancy. This right here. So I think I'm gonna grab some of this. I have riverstone at the house, and for the scape I'm gonna do for the Danios, I'm looking at something like this piece right here. So I think this might be the piece. In fact, I know it is the piece. So y'all sit tight, hold up, and we're gonna see what's coming up. So I'm almost done. Got some aqua soil. I needed that anyway. And this is ready, slide, so I can plug and play. Got the fish, got some hardscape, and last minute pulled an audible at the line of scrimmage before I called the play. And I'm going with natural white cloud. White clouds. So that's gonna wrap that one up, and I think it's gonna look real good. It'll definitely stand out. Wait till you see how it turns out. Hopefully it turns out good. I know at least I got a good 2 or 3 weeks before it all dies, right?
Definitely.
So I found the hardwood and it was some of the woodstone rock and nice. Look at this stone, man. Look at this. You get over here in the light so you guys can really see it. Take a look at that. Isn't that nice? So that's what we're throwing in there. And I already have the riverstone at home, like I said. So we are pretty much good. I think I'm going to beat feet. I gotta go get little dude from school in Texas, and if the thermometer drops under 50 degrees, they shut everything down. So everything's been canceled, and it pretty much ruined my day. But I'm gonna go get this kid and finish this tank up, y'all. Sit tight. See you in a second. All right, so we got everything. Get ready to go on the road. Homie Carlos. All right, man. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
As usual.
Yes, definitely.
I got a gang of stuff, y'all. Check this out. I don't know how I'm gonna film and get to the car.
Get in
You
there,
know what I'm
get
saying?
open up and
I think
everything.
yeah. Look, y'all, take a look at this. Look at this. Somebody I know was eyeballing this fish, and to be a dick, I bought it. Isn't that amazing?
They gonna be jealous now, man.
Should have came on the fish crawl. That's what you get. Bet you enter your phone next time. Oops. So I'm pulling up on the homie real quick. Cause I got something in mind that I'm gonna do. Y'all sit tight, y'all gonna see. Alright, y'all, so we're here. And I wanna get the homie reaction, man, cause it's cold as hell and it's raining. You know what I'm saying? But I had to do this for the homie, man. Hopefully he be appreciated. I know he is, bro. This dude finna be stoked as hell. Y'all sit tight, y'all check this shit out. So here the little dude go right here. I'm gonna try to hurry up and get this done. Cause it's cold, so I wanna get his ass to show too much shit, cause he all secretive and shit. So seal of approval, thumbs up, thumbs down. I basically just threw a new life and responsibility on you, but I think you should be able to manage with a little half moon. So that went better than expected. I figured it like that. And now to the house. I gotta go pick up the kiddo from school real quick. And it's back to creating, and it's cold. You know what? I think I'm in the mood for a clam chowder with the Manhattan, the red one. So I think I'm gonna whoop up a nice pot of Manhattan clam chowder. Play with picots. That sounds like a lovely day. Hey, y'all sit tight. I'll see y'all back on the creative side. So I just made it back home. What a crazy day, the weather and everything. I'm about to get the fish acclimated. I'm gonna finish scaping up these pico bowls. We're gonna take a look at it together. We got our stone that we picked up. Thanks to the homie Carlos over at the Fish Bowl for coming through with what I needed. So I got my different stones. You're gonna see something with this. I got my wood that I'm using for this bowl right here. We got the aqua soil right here. And we got our trusty spray bottle right here. All I gotta do is go get my pin sets and the rest of the stuff that I put away when I left, because I don't like coming home to a mess. And I'll be back with y'all in a minute. Sit tight. Okay, y'all, so we're back at the project table, and I'm using a 3-gallon bowl. It's a glass bowl made by Libby. Take a look at it there. Let's zoom in on this bowl from a different angle. Inside, I'm using pear wood. These are some trimmings from a ornamental pear tree that I have outside in the backyard. I like this pear wood because it's flexible and it doesn't break very easily. I also like the buds, the bark structure, and the spikes that it has that lend to the texture and overall look of the scape that I'm trying to emulate. So the look that we're going for here with this particular bowl is an Igapo flooded ecosystem that you would find in the Amazon rainforest. Here you can see I'm cutting the wood with a razor blade. What I'm doing is I'm actually starting that wood so that I can break it. And I pulled this over from bonsais. I used to do bonsai when I was younger and in college. And you always want to break the stems so they look natural. I don't want any hard cuts, any straight cuts. I want them to look natural as possible. So in order to prevent tearing the bark, I started with a razor, and as you can see there, and then you can see me snap it off here at the point where I started the cut. Right there. Okay, see that stem, it's broken. It looks natural. That's actually gonna go in the substrate. And I also did that so that this green wood can actually start to grow. And you're gonna see that here coming up toward the end of this project. So there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up. You're gonna see me here placing the hardscape inside the bowl. And right now I'm just kind of figuring out where I want it. And there's a lot of spikes on this wood. So I'm being careful because they hurt. And there you go, I'm being real ginger with this wood, getting it in there. But I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. So I was trying to emulate a flooded root ball. And I'm thinking I'm liking what I'm seeing. So now the scape's been placed. I got a little bit of foundational substrate added into it. And right here, this is just a shot of me putting in the substrate. I'm using my paintbrush to get in around the crevices and get that substrate packed in the way I want it to. And basically that's all I'm gonna be doing here in this clip, is adding the substrate layer and getting the substrate placed in the way that I want it. Okay, so I'm finishing up this Pico right here, and then all of a sudden the spirit of creativity hits me, and I just dive right in to this other Pico. As you're gonna see here, I'm gonna refill my gravel after I get through tinkering with my brush, and I'm just gonna dive in. I'm gonna straight Leroy Jenkins this other bowl, y'all.
Ready, guys? Let's do this. Oh my god, he just ran in. Stay there. Oh geez, stick it clean. Oh geez.
Just hold on. I'm gonna dive right into it. So now I've added the first layer of substrate, and what you're gonna see here is me adding the stone, placing the rest of the hardscape into this bowl. Initially, I was gonna go with a Japanese inspired look, kind of like a Iwagumi look, and as you'll see, it evolved into a precipitous rock field with a little bit of interspersed plants, and I ended up really liking the way that this bowl went. Removing the sticker, because in my excitement I forgot to do so. I'm gonna get some alcohol wipes here, you're gonna see. Just plain old rubbing alcohol, and that's gonna help me get that adhesive right on off of there and clean up that bowl. The alcohol evaporates away, so you don't have to worry about any harmful chemicals or residues. Some Ludwigia, and that's gonna be the only stem plant going in there. The rest will be floaters, as you see here momentarily. Finishing up that Ludwigia. Okay, folks, we're gonna finish this up here and get ready to move on to the next steps. You're gonna see me tucking in some Ludwigia and fighting with those brambles inside those pear branches Looked like I was working on a car after I got through scaping this little bowl. But it was worth it, as you'll see in the end how beautiful it turned out looking. So I'm just gonna tuck these last little bit of plants in there. There you go. And then we'll take a look at it here in a second. I added room temperature treated water, and I also added the fish to begin the acclimation process. I also added red rooted floater, and some duckweed managed to straggle in as well. Here's the next tank. I did the same process. Added the treated water and the fish to begin the acclimation process. I can't wait to let them go. Here we are. I'm really happy with the way they turned out. I can't wait to see what they look like in a couple weeks. Luckily, y'all don't have to wait. Let's take a look at them now. Y'all remember that pear wood I told you about? We'll take a look. It's all grown up. Take a look at the red root floater, and also take a look at the Luigia growing down inside the bowl itself. You can also see some red ram's horn snails, and all 10 tetras are doing fine. I haven't lost not a single one. The Luigi is happily growing above the surface of the water. Look at the glossy leaves. Look at the outer coating on the red-rooted floater. If you'll notice the small transparent hairs that give it a furry look, these actually repel water and keep the leaf surfaces dry and free from rot. And here's a look at my freshwater spring. Like I said, it was originally inspired by a Japanese iwagumi, but instead I decided to go with the freshwater spring. I added the Eliocaris fascicularis, and I also added a little bit more of the Bacopa minera. In here you have the white cloud mountain minnows, which really give it a good look, and you can see they're all fat and healthy. I also added the dwarf emerald-green rasboras, some red ram's horn snails for algae control, and if you look closely, you'll see a few Neocaridina shrimp dancing around in there as well. Overall, I would call this project a success. Both my Pico bowls came out looking good, and they didn't stray away too far from my original vision. Since I was a kid, I always wanted to do a fish bowl like this, one that broke the rules and went above and beyond. And I think I kind of pulled it off with this. This is just a starting point to future projects. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't told anybody today I love you, please do so. And if you haven't heard it from anyone, I love you guys. Hey, this is Steve from Warrior Planet Tanks. You guys have a blessed day. I'm out. I almost forgot. The clam chowder was delicious, and I even got some free decorations for my fish tank with the shell.